Hello everyone, welcome to the corner. Doing just a quick bench update tonight. Wanted to pull out a 32 Ford and kind of show it off here a little bit. A couple weeks ago, my son, good friend of mine, and I all went out to Custom Kempson Miniature out in Geneseo, Illinois. Had a good time out there, and my son, he decided to pick up a whole bunch of 32 Fords, and he kind of blamed me for doing it, so I figured I'd kind of bring this out just to kind of poke and prod him a little bit. um, Built this car probably, maybe 8, 9 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago by now. Been quite a while. Built from the Highboy Roadster, added a couple different bits to it. Added the Beehive oil filter that's mounted on the firewall. It's a billet aluminum job. I think it's from Parts by Parks, I think. Not quite sure on that, but I think that's where I got it from. The finned heads came out of the 32 Ford by Revell, or the 40 Ford by Revell, excuse me. The intake and carbs are and the fish mouth scoops are all from Replicas and Miniatures of Maryland. Having a hard time talking tonight, sorry. But built pretty much out of the box by way of the cars, and anyway. Added the steels off from the 29 Ford pickup truck kit, put those on it. Other than that, like I say, it's built pretty much right out of the box. I built it more as a traditional style hot rod. I like the traditional style hot rods more than anything, I guess you can say. Just like a satin red over white to give the interior its color. And then the body's just basic base coat black. Add a little touch of red to the grill just to add a little dimension to the grill. Dropped I-beam axle up front. Everything underneath. Not sure where the headers came out of. The headers, I think I pulled them out of the parts box and gave them the look of like a flathead styled exhaust system on it. And back again. Had to glue the spreader bar back in. Had to knock the spreader bar out of it. But like I say, it's just built pretty much out of the box. Just a quick build. Just something to have a little fun with and build an old Roadster. Not really too much to it other than just bare basic kit. Built it to where the fuel tank would be more in the trunk behind the seat versus having it out back underneath the tail end of the car. Just something to add a little dimension to it. And let's see, that's about it on that. You can probably see what's lurking in the background back there. Got the body painted on that, or primed on this, I should say. Sitting in a base coat of white. Added the tire decals to the rear. Did that today when I was sitting here. I did fill in the door jamb, the door seams. I filled it all in and smoothed everything out on the body to give it like a look of a fiberglass body versus just a steel body cut up. So everything and anything that was had a seam on it or a door jamb or a hood jamb of any sort is all filled in now. Still working on filling a little bit on the back end yet. Again, the Ford logo will be present on the finished job. Got a little bit more sanding to do on the tailgate yet. A couple more little spots to fill on the sides of the body too, but all in all, it's getting there. Use the decals out of the Ford Bronco kit and just put those on the side of the cleated tires on it that are going on this. And yeah, not much else going on there. One of you guys had brought up an idea as far as a paint color combination on this. I know my son had brought up doing like a silver roof with a blue lower half on it. But one of you guys kind of came up with a cool idea that I thought would be kind of cool. And I think I might be leaning more towards doing that. And going with a purple stripe down the midsection and doing like an orange down the side. I thought about blending, coming up from the bottom with a little bit of yellow coming into the orange, and then having the purple going up through the middle. Use the purple that's on my, similar to what's on my Kenworth chassis. Kind of go that route with it. And then I'll add some decaling to it. Make it into like a racer, whatever you want to call it. But it's getting there. Been kind of plugging away on it here over the last few days and doing a little by little on it. Gonna go with the stock taillights. I'm gonna put the stock taillights in there and kind of color them red just to make them look like a traditional taillight would be. I'll kind of blend those into the body then. And up front, like I mentioned before, I'm going to take the grill, and instead of bringing the headlights into the center of the grill, I'm just going to take and come into about there, chop it off, and just give it so that the Ford logo is in the middle, and then have a little bit of a grill work in it. And I'll just omit the headlights on it. I'll take them out of the equation on it. That's about it. Been doing some more work on the Kenworth cab that you see sitting here. I've gotten pretty much down to the primer coat or the base coat, whatever you want to call it, on that. On all Kenworths, they have this little bit of a rubberized side skirt on it that starts here, comes back, and blends in. Well, the kit does not have that side skirt that goes from here back, so I added that with a little piece of evergreen strip plastic. Been working on getting some different, base coat after base coat on here, sanding it down in between each coat, kind of smoothing it out, leveling out. I thought about doing some sort of a stripe on the side, but I'm not sure how I want to do it, and right now I'm kind of leaning more towards just leaving it white, maybe shooting a pearl coat over top of the white and leaving it alone. I can't find any decaling that comes close to the purple that the chassis is, so I don't want to have two colors of purple from the chassis to the body, so I just might end up just leaving it white and just going that route with it. And this is the interior. I cut down the interior panels off of the Aerodyne kit. Cut them down to height-wise to fit the flat top cab. And then I shortened them up. I had to shorten the back up because the Aerodyne cab is about 3/4 of an inch longer than the flat top cab. So I had to bring all of this here and everything here inward to the front of the cab. By doing that, I lost the bunk on it, but I figured what I can do, make it look like this here folds down, and this would be the bunk then. Make it look like a foldable type bunk house, or bunk in the back. Color the floor on it. I'm not going to do too much to the inside. It's going to be pretty much the way it is. Might do a little bit of touching up here and there on it, whatever, but all in all, it's going to be pretty much just white. I'll color the handles on it, whatever else on the door handles and stuff. But I thought about up inside doing kind of a white or doing a purple up inside the cab. Kind of doing a little bit of a contrasting color that way, not sure yet. Or do like a purple steering wheel and steering column on it, kind of bringing the purple inside the truck that way. But I'm not 100% sure on what I'm going to do inside the cab. This is the chassis so far, if I can squeeze it in here. Hold on one second. Anyway, that's the truck chassis. Like I say, as of last time you saw it, I just got the fuel tanks on it, got the taillight bar on it. But just to give you an idea of what it's going to be kind of looking like. It'll be the white and the purple. I thought about doing just this upper half of the roof of the cab, just doing the upper, the roof section, the top section, and that color purple, just to kind of tie the truck and the cab, the truck, the cab and the chassis. If I can spit it out here. Cab and chassis together, color-wise. Not sure. Got a few different ideas, a couple ideas in mind. I don't know which one I'm gonna go with yet. That's the taillight bar on the back. Taillights in it. And I think I showed last time the taillight bars on the light bar underneath it too. The lights in it. Camera's not wanting to focus here. But yeah, all in all, that's about it for this time around. Still got to get the steps cut for the fuel tanks. But it'll get there. Slowly but surely it's getting there, I guess. Who knows? Anyway, that's about it for this time around. Hope everybody has a nice, good, happy, safe weekend. Stay dry if it's raining where you are. It's been raining here for the last couple of days. Typical spring weather, I guess. But yeah, we'll catch y'all later, and we'll see y'all in the corner. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.